think it's dawned on me that you ain't coming back. I've lost my chance to see us find our way back. And in the end, amidst these trying times, I'll always try to find you. I'll lie to you to find the truth that you hold back. So stay with me. You know that I'll follow. I can't breathe. Together we'll fall apart. Stay here right in my arms, and we'll start again. So stay with me. Together we'll fall apart. Dramatically talk to me, and it's so funny, you're all I wanted, and I can't talk, want you out of my life, so say none. I'll wait for days if you ain't one, I'll say none. So stay with me, you know that I'll follow. I can't breathe, together we'll fall apart. Stay here right in my arms, we'll start again. So stay with me. Together we'll fall apart. Together we'll fall apart. Stay here right in my arms, and we'll start again. So stay with me. Together we'll fall apart.
Bloody hell, that's a tune, isn't it? Hello, everybody. Welcome to Chaz Draycott Media. Welcome to my first ever stream of Gran Turismo 2. I can't believe that we're actually getting to this point now. We're over 70 episodes in. The first thing I said on this stream was a swear word, effectively, so I'm probably going to get in a lot of trouble. It's not going to be that much trouble anyway. Hello, welcome to the stream. Really hope you are having a wonderful day, wonderful evening, enjoying yourself with whatever you may be doing. We have Gran Turismo 2 loaded up and ready to go. I tell you what, I'm excited to try this. It's not going to be the most exciting race in the world, let's face it. It's Gran Turismo 2. There's 6 cars on the track for nearly 2 hours. It's just the idea that people thought this would be exciting at some point in their lives is a little bit mad. I have to reset my graphics, make sure that my controller is working, which it is, and we're going to jump in. One thing I have cut out a lot of in the videos themselves is actually the loading times. The loading times are horrendous. Look at it. I always skip the loading times in the game. I don't actually skip it in time, if that makes sense. I never skip it forward, although there is a frame limiter on ePSXe, which is the software I use to emulate this game, where you press F4 and suddenly you get everything at full speed, and it's amazing. There's no loading times, nothing, and it just basically processes it as quickly as your PC can process it, which is obviously very fast in comparison to something like, oh, I don't know, a PlayStation 1. However, we're going to be playing things at the required frame rate, of course, because when you try and race like that, it's a nightmare. It really is a nightmare. We've got our most recent purchase, which you may have seen in the last episode. There's spoilers here, by the way. I should have probably said that first. We're going to go back up, though, because through all these amazing cars that we've accumulated over the last sort of 20 episodes or so, it really has gone up on a curve. We're going to be racing in this, the TVR Griffith 500. It's 504 horsepower, so it lives up to the 500 name in our specification that we've got. Hello, by the way, Dark Solo, Craig and Matt. Good to see you. Hope you're having a lovely evening. We're going to get in the Griffith, and to be honest, we're not going to waste any time at all. I do want to have a look, though, at what tyres we have on it. Racing mediums. So they're not going to last that long. A lot of people I know do tend to go for hards, of course, when they're doing these races, but I don't think we'll be needing them, to be honest with you. Look at all the mods we've done though. It's had a stage 2 NA tune-up, racing exhaust, it's got weight reduction stage 2, racing flywheel, carbon drive shaft, it's got an ECU upgrade, it's port and polished, twin plate clutch, it's got semi-racing suspension, engine balancing and sports brakes as well. It has had a lot done to it, this car, so it better win. Straight down to the endurance category then, and it is the first one on the list. We are going to be doing all of these in order as they appear here. So we're going to be doing the Grand Valley 300 kilometers, Apricot Hill 200 kilometers, Seattle Circuit 100 miles, and then we're going to start back at the top, Laguna Seca, and then down, finishing with the special stage route all-night race at Route 5. I'm excited for that one. Do love that circuit. It's £500,000 if we win this race, and after this, in the next episode, in episode 79, I'm going to be doing 3 run-throughs of the Japanese GT500 Championship, so there's going to be plenty of fun coming from that, and plenty of money, especially. Let's do it though, shall we? Let's do it. I've got the YouTube chat over here. To be honest though, I kind of want to pop it out over yonder. I'm going to put it on this side. And then I've got to do this again. There we go. So, you ready? We're probably going to pit a few more times in the AI, but that might be a good thing. Let's crack on. To be honest, I always make sure in the videos that I say things like, let's crack on or let's do it, because I know that I'm going to do a sudden one of them hard static cut points. Oh God, we're rolling. Right, it's a rolling start. Yes, I have done the replay to see what it puts us against, and look at this grid. I'm going to maybe not smack into the back of everything. We've got a Viper, an RUF, would that be the BTR3? Oh God, frame rate. One thing we need to be careful of in the TVR is the rear wheels will be getting spun up a lot, so we don't want to really be flinging it around too much if we can help it. You can see the tyre temps on the right hand side of the screen there. Sorry, Viper. Now there's a TVR in that. Cheers, Viper. There is a TVR in the race, which is the Chimera, I believe. We do have a power advantage over these cars, even though it does say the limit is 690 horsepower. I'm just taking it easy in the opening lap, just because I know that we can beat these. It's just a case of perseverance. There's that wheel spin. Oh, I love this TVR. It's just, I've got to resist hooning it around like an idiot. And what is that? Because it's got one hell of a rear wing on it. Is that like a racing modified Nissan Primera? Because that's all I can think of when I see a blue car with a big rear wing. Oh, it's the Venturi Atlantic. Oh, hello. Or the Atlantique, I should say. It is a Subaru, isn't it, Craig? Not a Chimera. Oh, no. I thought I could maybe get away with a drift early on, but no. Right, don't spin up the rears. Who am I kidding? It's got 500 horsepower. Come on. Look how long that third gear is. Right, we're just going to go ham at this, see how long the tyres last on the first stint and go from there. Oh, there's 2 of those RUFs, is there? / Porsches. Oh, there's an older one and then a newer one. Oh my God. This TVR is so fast. What was that, 176 mile an hour? There's our shitty brakes. Excuse me. Sorry. I've remembered that I can't swear now and bleep it out. Sorry. Looks like the Venturi is definitely the car to beat, though, out of these lot. Because look at it, it has gone. It has disappeared. Hit that red line. This TVR is so Larry. Oh, man. I love this car. Come on, get round. I have realised as well, just out of the corner of my eye, that from my last stream... Hello. From my last stream, I haven't updated the background picture to what I've got around me right now. You can't quite tell really from the image, but it is Raleigh Durham International Airport from Tower Simulator 3. Because the last stream that I did live was a Tower Simulator 3 stream. Right, maybe we need to actually try and catch up with that Venturi. Venturi, a brand that sounds very Italian, but it's actually French. So basically, it'll break down before the race is done. Look at that wheel spin. Jesus. Oh, absolutely, Craig. I know what you mean. Turn 1. Gran Turismo 1, honestly, right? After playing this, I must admit, I spent a lot of time on Gran Turismo 1 as a kid, so I knew it inside out. The reason I wanted to play Gran Turismo 2 is that I barely had any hours in it at all. And I thought it'd be good because I'd be going into it very much in an unknown state. I think the Gran Turismo game I spent the most hours on was probably 3. Then again, I've only ever played 1 and 3. Like, no word of a lie. I played a bit of Gran Turismo Sport, but I've only played 1 and 3, like, properly. And I know from first-hand experience of going back and trying Gran Turismo 1 that it is horrible on the brakes. It's honestly like, oh god, I was looking up at the camera trying to speak to you. The braking in Gran Turismo 1 is absolutely horrifying. Like, you tap the brakes and suddenly the whole car spins on the spot. It's mental. We're going to have to look after our rear tyres in this. That Venturi is quick, to be fair. I know I've made a number of mistakes and so on, but... This thing is so quick. Look at it. Oh, I love it. These mediums do grip like mad, but I'm scared that we're going to completely roast them. I think Gran Turismo 1, to be fair, Craig, is the reason that they started introducing brake balance controllers to the games. So you could shove that brake bias forward and obviously stabilise the car. Look at the speed of the Griffith, 183 mile an hour. Incredible. Bye, mate. Oh, have I just been mugged? Stayed in third gear. Nope. Bye, mate. Right. Now we're in the lead, and I don't need to worry about any sort of pace difference. We're just going to smash it around. And I don't care about drifting. I'm just going to decimate the tyres just to see what they can put up with. We're only on lap 4 out of 60, so we've got a long way to go. Thank you, those of you that have dropped by so far, though. Appreciate you having you along for the ride. I can't ever get over this car. Just watch this third gear now when we change up. Ready? Alright, started at about 94. 135 like that is just frightening. If you look at the map in the bottom left, I just had to think then, is my camera covering up the bottom left? But no, I'm clever enough to set the image to be sort of up there. God. I was going to say, look at the map, you can see that us and the Venturi are just in a different league in this race. And is it me, or are those tyres starting to go slightly yellow? because I think they are. I don't want to do 12 pit stops. That's me trying to push too hard. Stop spinning. Trying to get it not to spin up the race. Hello. That was about as perfect as it could have been. I think those tyres are starting to go yellow. If at least we make it to lap 6, complete 6 laps, we can do 10 pit stops. Yeah, they were perfect temp until I spun it. Yeah, you're right, Craig. I'm just staying in third round. Look at the understeer. I was going to say I'm staying in third just to make sure it doesn't absolutely cook them, but I think regardless, I'm going to do 6 laps at a time. It's going to be interesting to keep an eye on how the AI do, actually, because they could probably do a lot more laps than us, so we're going to have to be a lot quicker than this and have no spins to make sure we can outdo that Venturi and make up for any pit stops that we do more than that, any extra pit stops, that is. Understeer. So this is going to be 5 laps complete. Short shift to third before we're even getting out of the corner. Look at the speed of this. Oh my God, I love it. Terrifyingly fast, isn't it? Let's try and at least get 6, maybe 7 laps out of it. Because if we could maybe bring that down to 9 pit stops rather than 10, I think it's going to be a much better ball game. Although we wouldn't do 10 stops, would we? Because the last pit stop we'd do would be on lap 54 and then we'd just go to the end. So, yeah. It'd be 9 pit stops if we pit this lap round and do it every 6 laps. Because we won't need to pit on the last lap, will we? Silly Chaz. Oh. They're definitely getting a bit more yellow. They will after that. Oh, God. It didn't want to correct. Has the Venturi just stopped? I'm sure its little dot on the map stopped for a second there. We've just got to hope that they're worse. But yeah, that's what I mean, Craig. Like, I don't want to absolutely batter them. I want it to be exciting. I don't want to just drive around all the time. I say we come in now. No, give it one more. Give it one more lap and then we'll come in, because they are definitely going yellow now. Although I've seen a few people do the endurance races in their playthroughs and they've literally waited until the tyres go almost black. They go that dark red. Yeah, they're not pitting yet either, so... The other 4 are quite evenly spread out at the moment, further down. Oh, and isn't there a thing where you have to... Oh, God, that's understeer. Isn't there... Oh, I can't remember if I got this right, but you have to wait for everyone to finish the race. And even if they cross the line... Oh, no. Even if they cross the line and they're like 3 laps down... The first time they cross the line isn't them finishing the race. They have to complete all the laps. So however much you win by is basically how long you've got to wait at the end of the race. Definitely feeling like crap now. I think we give it one more lap though, because they're not going orange yet. And this is the thing, we're figuring this out on the fly. I'm trying this and working this all out as you watch. I've not done any practice runs of this at all. I've just seen what sort of cars we're going up against and then basically done like one lap just to see how my car fares against them. And then gone from there. Just so I know we're not going to batter them completely, or it's not going to be easy. You know what I mean? Yeah, they're still yellow, so let's carry on. We'll do another lap. I think the Venturi is going to give us a hard time, and I welcome that. I think that's going to be quite interesting. Especially if they pit less than us. Whoa! That kicked out. Okay. And unlike Gran Turismo 3, Gran Turismo 2 doesn't give you a live delta of what the gap is to the car behind. So we don't know if, you know, we don't know what sort of time we're going to have on him or what time we're going to lose. Oh, God. Yeah, it's starting to not enjoy itself. I reckon we could maybe make 10 laps. But this is getting painful now. It's going to feel excellent when we come back out. It's 60 in the 8 times tables. I want an even spread of how many stops we're going to do. Yeah, you can tell I gave up caring about the rears for a moment there. Oh, there's a car in the pits. Wow, can you imagine that? Imagine being last and killing your tyres the most. GG. That gives me confidence to pit now. I need to not be an idiot, basically. And overdo it. That's where my downfall's going to be. For the services of entertainment and driving like a cretin. Alright, how do we get in here? Never done this. Limited speed. Unbranded drink. Is the Venturi coming in? No. Okay. Okay. 8, 16, 24, 32, 48, 56, and then Wreckham tyres for the last 4. Yes, Double Dash Media, good to see you. Hope you're well. Lovely to have you along. Yeah, that's going to be our pit strategy then, thank you. Okay, so we just need to repeat that stint again now because the Venturi has to pit, so I think on that basis we're going to be alright. Just constant tyre squeal. Yeah, they're pitting now as well. More AI are in the pits. I wonder if we try and match the Venturi for when they pit. Don't suppose there's much point in doing that, but it could make things interesting. We just try and extend this stint. Although by the time they pit a second time, we're going to be way ahead. Yeah, we've got the legs on them now. Look at that power difference, though. That's where it makes up all of its ground, this car. It handles like a pig. Well, it actually handles very well, but it's got so much power. Do the iRacing tactic of just dip a wheel onto the grass to cool it down. Ah! Right, is he going in the pits? Yep. Oh, do they do a really slow pit entrance as well? It didn't seem that bad, actually. Right, so we've got the lead. We've got a pit stop in hand, basically. You hit that limiter. There's two cars very close together on the circuit for 5th and 6th, I believe. I love that bit. It's cool though. Get going. YouTube chat has worse memory issues than you. What do you mean? Good to see you, Jakob. Hope you're well, mate. If it's taking time to load, it's probably just a delay from me streaming to it showing up on my screen. Ah. Wait. I'm wondering actually, yeah, because I've got it on the stream on the left, but I've also got it in real time here as well. I should probably watch it actually on the stream rather than... Although wait, no. No, because I'm ahead and obviously it's showing up, yeah. Yeah, I get it. It's just the added delay because I've got it on my screen as well. Because I have it in normal latency, it's not in low latency. Which is good because I want you to see it, you know, I want the comments to be synced up so you know when I'm seeing them, basically. And it's nice to have them included on the stream down there. Because you can see whatever I'm talking about. If people say something and you like, and I respond without reading it out loud, then you're thinking, what the hell's he on about? Then again, I know a lot of you think, what the hell am I on about all the time? I can't tell you how happy I am, though, to have hit 1,000 subscribers. Thank you, everybody that has subscribed. And I've now been accepted as YouTube partner, so we can start monetizing things. Obviously, it's not big dollars, it's not big bucks. But I'm still very happy about it. To make some money from it in the first place is just great. Dark Solo, hype watching this. You're at work as well. Naughty. That is naughty. Hope work's going alright for you though, mate. This car feels fantastic right now. We should be able to pit and come out ahead of the Venturi anyway. No matter what now. Just need to keep it neat and tidy. Seemed like once we got in a bit of a rhythm partway through that first stint, we were away. I don't think that is the case, Jakob. I hope it's not. But if it isn't, then I don't really mind. Pretty sure Jimmer streams on Twitch still, every so often. But if not, then oh well. Ah! God, sometimes it really likes getting stopped into there, and other times it doesn't want to stop at all. Oh, come on, Piggy. Twitch doesn't allow me to stream to YouTube once you're a partner. Really? Oh, that's when you get partner, because there's a YouTube, what is it, affiliate? Yeah, I think I reached affiliate, where you can get people to subscribe to you and stuff. But then, yeah, partner is the main thing, and like the higher sort of tier of it, isn't it? Thank you, Double Dash, for confirming. Although it's weird, actually. I say that Jimmy streams on Twitch, but I don't think I've ever watched Jimmy on Twitch. I think I've only ever watched him on YouTube. Funny fact, actually, just the other day, on the 2nd of Jan, I was with the guy that sold Jimmy his Supra. The scuffed Supra. I was with the previous owner of it. Right. Cars are in the pits again now. Cars are coming out of the pits. Where are they? Whoa, hello. Hi. Fellow TVR. Hey, that was nice, wasn't it? Smacked him. Don't know what I'm doing on the grass there. It does get a bit floaty once the tyres do start getting past that perfect wear and temperature. Oh, I love this car. Oh, was he? Alright, I don't know. Yeah, the traffic's good because at least it shows that there's other cars on the circuit. And the fact that the traffic on Gran Turismo 2 acts like you're not there. That was a big mistake. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Right, come on, rein it in, Chess. Look at the roof flapping, by the way. I love it when it does this. Every so often it just does it. Because obviously this is upscaled, there would normally be less pixels for it to move the specific parts of the graphics into. So the roof sort of pops up and down almost like it's come unclipped at the front. Next up's the Viper. We're going to sail up to the back of it with its 8.3 litre V10 getting absolutely clapped by a Griffith. Oh, look at it. At least he could... Well, I was going to say at least he could stop. Yeah, I know what you mean, Jakob. That's what I'm gutted about with GT4, because admittedly I do want to do more of the Gran Turismo games. Now, I've played Gran Turismo 3 that much that I don't know if I want to do a playthrough on it. But I've never played Gran Turismo 4, and everyone tells me that is the one you need to play. And I know a number of people that can't really find an emulator that works. Have you used ePSXe 2? Or... oh, what was the other one called? Can't remember what the other emulator was called, but I've heard that it's a bit of a nightmare. Because I used to try this on PSX Fin, which is what I used to play TOCA 2 on, and it just kept crashing. I was going to do a TOCA 2 playthrough. There you go, there's that. I recorded 2 episodes of it, and then I got to a certain point, and it just wouldn't work anymore. So I binned it. I love that. This feels fantastic right now. It's just getting to that point where it's starting to lose grip, but it like floats about. Got one of the old classic Porsches next up. Yeah, ePSXe 2 didn't work for me either. Another game that I'm gutted that didn't work was TOCA Race Driver. Now, Craig Evans was playing that, and I hope he still is. I hope he still is, because I enjoyed his playthrough of that, even though it got terribly frustrating for him, and I felt his pain. But I couldn't get that to work properly, and I've spent hundreds of quid on like graphic adapters and inputs and all sorts of things to try and get a PS2 to work in here so I can capture it, and like Elgato capture cards and stuff like that, and I just could never get it to work without having some sort of mad audio delay and have it on my PC, and eventually I just gave up, to be honest with you. I wasted a couple of £100 on that, which is a big shame, but you've got to try these things. Although Gran Turismo 3, actually, I got Gran Turismo 3 to work with a specific version of ePSXe, so I'm wondering whether it might be down to the version or maybe the BIOS file that you're using. I'll see if I can get someone else to confirm that first, Jakob, because I know it's a big download, and then we'll see whether we can sort that for you. Past the RUF we go, big yellow boy. Gran Turismo 4, lad, we doing it? Okay, one more lap and then these tyres are going in the bin. Now this is the scary bit now, where we don't know where the Venturi is. Although there's two dots very close together, so I think that it's... yeah, they're just coming into the final corner now, actually. I think they've just lapped the car that was the... they would have lapped the Viper. Either that, or it's not even one of those. And it is the... oh, or whatever it is going in the pits. Whoa, hello. They're going in the bin, we may as well shred them. Come on, kick it out, kick out. Weight transfer. Yeah. Oh, overdid it. Oh, rubbish. Batter it off the limiter. Oh no! Overdid it. Oh, it's such a monster, this car. Understeer. That's what I mean, Jakob. I didn't have a TV that I could use for it. So I had to bring an extra monitor. Well, an extra... oh no, I've missed the pits. Sugar. I had to bring an extra monitor into my office, hook that up to the PC. It's like an ancient monitor. Just to get it to work with the capture card and the PS2 hooked up to it. I love that, Craig. Love that. Oh. I think we played Gran Turismo... you played Gran Turismo 3 a little bit, Matt, I think. I'm not sure... I'm not sure we've got the ability to do split screen on this, though, but we can give it a try. Just do a one-off episode where we just mess about on this. Ah! Don't hit the bridge. Oh, I'm glad to hear that, Craig. I am glad to hear that you're still doing it, because I do love that series. Your dry humour in that, when everything's going tits up, I must admit. It's very funny. I don't want to laugh at your misfortune, mate, but I can't not. It's good fun. Yeah, the tyres are going orange now anyway, so I reckon one more lap than what we did before is probably their very limit. Oh, I just turned straight to the wall. I always remember on Gran Turismo 3, our PlayStation 2, I don't know why, but it would always crash when we tried to load the Côte d'Azur track at Monaco. and I tried to do the Monaco Grand Prix in the Castrol Tom's Supra GT500 car on super softs, and after one lap the tyres were absolutely wrecked. Unbranded drink. Hope you're enjoying the show so far, everyone. We are not even halfway through yet. New tyres on. Car coming into the pits. Thanks, game. Okay. So not as long to do this time round. Lap 24 we're going to come in on. Just to keep it nice and consistent. Oh yeah, absolutely, Craig. I had a nightmare with the rally and stuff on this game. I hated it. It is very, very difficult. I think for the next one of these we are going to make sure we're in a car that's not completely massively overpowered compared to the competition. And to be fair, I've already picked the car for it and I think it's on a pretty decent sort of level to it. We're going to be in the Nissan Nismo 400R preceding model, the bright yellow R33 Skyline that we've got. Excuse me, room for a fat one. Bye, mate. Because that is, I mean, that's embarrassing. We probably should have detuned the Griffith a little bit power-wise. But I thought that, you know, with how leery the car is, maybe the tyres might pose a bit of an issue as the race goes on to keep it spicy. But yeah, Matt, we could definitely do a split screen video or something to visit arcade mode during this playthrough. It was a bit of fun. That's definitely something we could do. And here's an idea. How about if... I mean, I'm going to say this out loud. I'm not going to confirm whether this will happen or not, because obviously it depends on a number of things. But maybe in the future when we stream these endurance races, we have Matt here with us. Sort another headset out so you can hear him as well. And we do driver swaps. So I'll do a stint, then he does a stint. Keeps things interesting, doesn't it? That would cost me a few £100 though, because I need another one of these headsets. Or another XLR headset at least. I did want to get a backup Audio Technica headset though, to be fair, because one of the cables on this is behaving strangely. And in certain videos there's a weird sort of crackle every so often. Like a digital crackle that you can hear. I'm not sure if it's still in any of my videos actually, because it was often happening on bits that I could edit out. Still. We're about to hit a thirds race distance. We're going to start lap 20 in just a moment. Thank you to those of you that have stuck around so far and got involved with the chat. Yeah, exactly, Matt. To be honest, I used to play Race... Oh, was it called Race Pro in about 2007, 2008 with my mate Casey? We used to do the endurance races on that. And Casey wasn't as quick as me on those sorts of games, and we'd often have the case where I'd do the opening stint, get us in the lead by about 5 seconds. Casey would get in the car after a pit stop, get us down to like 7th, and then I'd fight us back up. But it was so much fun. It was so exciting. But eventually, over time, Casey got quicker and quicker, and then we just decimated the field again. I've done that. Hello. Good save. You can hear me all right over the game, though, can't you? I've just had a look at the levels, and I know the game's quite loud, but it seems like I'm quite a bit louder, maybe about 10 decibels, so should be alright. Just let me know. I mean, it's the same audio settings that I use when I record the game. It's the exact same profile on OBS. Go, go, go. I like this. I'm enjoying myself. I'm just focused. Go on, Jakob. Just please don't call me an old geezer. Okay, right, this could be interesting. Heart of Darkness or Colony Wars. Oh, there's a game. Driving with weapons. Oh, oh, yes. Were the cars like reversible? You could have them completely upside down. Roll cage. They were like, they looked like them Tyco RC cars that were like 4 massive wheels, bigger than the sort of body of the car. Me and Matt used to play it, Roll Cage. Either that or there's another one where you're in like an arena and you had like rockets and stuff on your cars and gun turrets and things. I can't remember what that was called, but our next door neighbour used to have it. You remember Roll Cage, Craig? Oh, the cars look realistic. CEL damage. What's CEL damage? Not sure whether Jakob was saying no in relation to you or me there, Craig. Roll Cage was great because you could like take out the legs that supported buildings and stuff and knock them down. It was mint. You're joking? There was a reboot? Oh my god, I didn't know that. Might have to play it. There was a fantastic fantastic soundtrack to that game as well. This TVR's not a bad soundtrack either, to be honest, is it? I've almost forgotten that I'm driving this thing. I wonder what it was, Jakob. Cell damage. Interesting. And cell, CEL, isn't like... that's not like an abbreviation. Well, this is going well. Gonna get our £500,000 by the look of it. Ah! Oh. Seems like that gantry is very soft. Matt Alexander, good to see you, mate. Thanks very much, buddy. That is the only downside to getting 1,000 subs and then becoming monetized is adverts, I'm afraid. Although I did the monetization of all my videos and stuff today, and it took a bit of time to go through it. And if you let YouTube automatically insert ad breaks into your videos, such as my air traffic control videos that are like 40 minutes long, it adds 7 ad breaks in. 7! So I've sodded that off, and in the adversity of... in going against greed, I've only got 1 ad break in each one, and it's at a natural point in the middle where, you know, I stop talking for a sec, or, you know, there's a bit of a break in the action. That's alright, Jakob, don't worry, mate. I use ad block as well, to be honest. Right then, lap 22 complete. The rest of the field is all on the other part of the circuit. Oh, hurt me back. Carrying all this weight. I don't mean that I'm fat, because I am. That was not tyre preservation, Chaz. That was just flooring it. You know what I can't understand? People that play the game like this. You get more of an idea of how the car's behaving and what it's doing, but like, I don't know. I don't like it. And I don't get that camera either. Why would you want to be that close to it? Surely you want to be further away so you get a better idea of the situation. There were some PlayStation games that you had like 4 or 5 different chase cams. F197, in fact, had loads of different chase cams. That's a game that I'd happily play again. F197. I actually did record a couple of episodes on it a while ago, and then again never did a series on it. I was going to do championships and all sorts, and then go through arcade mode, and I just never. I don't know. I felt like I was lost a few frames then. Sorry. I just felt like when I watched it back, I didn't look like I was enjoying myself. I looked like I was playing it because I had to, and that's not how it felt. But maybe I'll do that again at some point. Yeah, the old school EA F1 games, F1 2000, that had a lot of them. I liked F1 2000, that was good, that. Good soundtrack, weird noise from the cars. But interesting that you could like punt people out of the way, and they had all the TV graphics and a warm-up lap and all sorts. Car coming out of the pits there. I was just trying to catch a glimpse of who it was. We're coming in on this lap because these tyres are ruined. That'd be pretty good. Yeah, F1 Challenge. Whoa. Come on, Chaz, sort it out. Yeah, absolutely, Jakob. Loads of them. Yeah, I might do that. But to be honest, I'm all about diversifying the content as well, because I'm doing aircraft-related stuff now as well. You know, I love my planes, doing air traffic control, and I've got my plane spotting vlog, which I may do more of in future as well. Gonna see whether I can get a tripod just to improve some of the shots that I've done there, and my dad will lend me his cameras, so could do some more vlogging content when I go plane spotting at different airports and things. But it's just down to what people want to watch. You know, there's a lot of people that watch my race broadcasts. Oh god, that was close. That will have never watched my Gran Turismo series, or they'll have never watched any of my air traffic control videos. But that's fine. You know, if I've got diverse content, it helps keep a wider audience. It may not please them all of the time, but you can't please everybody, and you certainly can't please everyone all of the time. If I'm honest with you, I didn't realise until just the other day that you could get monetised for 1,000 subscribers. I've just been doing it because I want to do it. Right then, let's come into the pits. Oh, let's go all over the grass on the way into the pits. Racer's Revenge, the pod racing game where Sebulba comes back for his like vengeance. That was mega. I hope this doesn't copyright strike me for the music. Just realised it's a bit too late to start again. Then again, none of the other videos have had copyright claims at any point, so I think we'll be alright. So that is pit stop number 3 done. And that's a trip across the grass we could have done without. Oh, Evan Persoco's just messaged me. It's Evan Persoco's birthday today. Or no, was it yesterday? I can't remember. Evan is another plane spotter, like myself. He's one of the best commentators I've ever heard as well, is Evan. He's phenomenal. He's a really nice guy. But he showed me his list of flights from Flight Radar just last year in 2022. And I think he was on 120 flights and spent like 360 odd hours in the air. It's amazing. And I thought I flew around quite a bit with my adventures. Oh, this feels so good when the tyres are brand new, as you'd expect. Whoa. Yeah, that's a good point actually, Double Dash. Fair point. It's definitely worth doing. Is that a Viper? It's funny how even with those terrible graphics, you can somehow tell that it's a red car with white stripes. Silver stripes, let's get it right. I think I mentioned before that it's a blasphemy that you can't get the Viper in blue with white stripes in this game, because that, in my eyes, is the only colour you should have a Viper in. I know Dodge's whole brand thing is red, but it's not right to have a red Viper. I do like a red one, like solid red, almost like Fiorano Maranello red. However, in my eyes, it's got to be blue. I can't wait to out-accelerate you with your engine that is more than twice the size. Watch this. That is unbelievable. I mean, yes, we've done a lot to this car. Fair play, but still. Another car on its way into the pits by the look of it. We're doing alright here. Yellow with black stripes on a Viper. Are you sure you're not thinking of like a Camaro? I don't think I could ever have a yellow Viper with black stripes on it. But then again, if someone turned up on my doorstep with one, am I going to say no? Lovely. Not even halfway through yet, though. This is the point of the race where it is... I don't want to say dragging, because I'm enjoying myself. It's nice to have you all here with me as well through this. But you see what I mean, though. Like, if I would have done this as an episode, I would have run out of stuff to say. So it's nice to have a bit of discussion going on. And it would have been a nightmare to edit as well, really, if it was just an episode. There would have been a lot of recording time going to having like a 20-minute episode that covers a 2-hour race, and it doesn't show you all the trials and tribulations. Whoa, that was a hefty landing. So I wonder where the Venturi is in all of this. Surely we've got to be getting to lap him at some point. I think it might be 2 cars ahead, maybe. We'll have to wait and see. It's a shame that this game repeats the same song over and over again when you're in a race, rather than playing different songs. Oh well. Yeah, I feel that not this car, but the next one will be the Venturi. So we'll put a lap on him, which will be phenomenal news. Oh, Hot Wheels Viper. Nice. I think I had a GTSR, the one with the rear wing, white with blue stripes in Hot Wheels. There's the TVR Cerberus. Love it. Whoa, scared the life out of him. Whoa. Oh, alright then. Oh. Wow, that wasn't very nice, was it? The AI can be right cretins on this game. And I'm a cretin. Look at what I've done. Oh no. Oh dear. At least there's no damage. I remember years ago on Forza 2, when me and Matt first got an Xbox 360, I did one of the endurance races in a BMW at Laguna Seca, and I can't remember why. It's not that it was online and I tried to pull... Oh no, my controller disconnected. We had a wireless controller and the battery died. The controller disconnected, but the game didn't pause and the car carried on straight on into a wall and damaged it. And I was in a car that was barely fast enough to win the race, and I was only just clinging onto the lead as well. You can stream with music on a different channel when you're live. You are? Oh, right. I see. I don't know about that, Jakob. Because whatever you put out live surely is just live. Meow. So what's next up the road? Is that one of the Porsche thingies? And is that the Venturi in front of it? That looked like the Venturi. Are we going to put a lap on the Venturi? We thought earlier that it was going to be a big pain in our bum. It is the Venturi. It's ridiculous that I can tell, isn't it? But then again, spent long enough playing this game over the past nearly 12 months. Yeah, he's not going to gain anything on us now, is he? Pit stops or no pit stops. We're coming in just 3 laps as well. Whoops. Maybe getting a little bit excited there. And bye, mate. Yeah. I know what you mean, Double Dash. It would have been good to have damage, but I think part of the charm of Gran Turismo is that, you know, they had so many cars. Can you imagine if they modelled damage on all of them? That would have been painful. There are a couple of Airport Tycoon games, Jakob, yeah. They're just not, I don't know. Whenever it comes to an airport game or anything like that, I love a realistic approach. I hate cartoon versions of stuff when it comes to that. So, yeah, I don't really like some of the cartoony games that you get. But I have played a few on my phone, and they are quite good fun. But it's just not a realistic interpretation of how it works. Like, yeah, sure, you get contracts and things, but I don't know, you sign, like, a contract for there to be, like, one flight and that's it, and it'll come in next Thursday and whatever, and that's it, and it never repeats. Well, Venturi has crumbled under the pressure of the Griffith, and that, everybody, is going to be the whole field lapped eventually. That Venturi does look good, doesn't it? I forgot as well, you win cars for these endurance races. Now, don't tell me what they are, because, like I say, I never really played that much Gran Turismo 2, and I've avoided looking at what cars we win for these because I don't want to know. I want it to be a surprise. But we win a car as well, and if obviously it's a car that I don't want, then we're going to sell it and make even more money. But put it this way, I could do a run through of the Japanese GT500 Championship in about 35-40 minutes, and that gets us about £750,000 quid. This gets us $500,000, and we're just about halfway through, and we're about an hour in. So it shows you the money isn't always relative to how long it's going to take. Oh god, really doesn't like it round there. Very understeery. Hello. Matt's playing Airport Simulator 2019. That's actually a good game. I could get on board with that. Yeah, you know what? I might do a thing on that because I've never played it. I've seen Matt play it. And it's often the case that, some of the earlier games, well, I say earlier, some of the versions of those games that are a few years old are usually the better ones. So, like me and Matt started playing Farming Simulator a few months ago. And we played Farming Simulator 2019 and it was great. And then Matt thought, I'm going to get 22 and see if it's good. But it wasn't as fun. I think maybe there was a bit of novelty in playing Farming Simulator 2019, and obviously we got used to how it worked and then we didn't like the change. But I think sometimes the newer games add more complicated elements to whatever they're doing, and I don't know, it saps a bit of the fun out of it. So the whole field is now lapped here at Grand Valley. We've got one more lap on these tyres before we throw them away. And I mean, I'm already in the process of throwing them away by the look of it. But we are very comfortably in the lead. Best lap is 1:49.6. Super Riley, good to see you, mate. Interesting that you pop up actually on the discussion of endurance racing, because I had an idea to potentially have a Circuit Superstars endurance race at some point in the future. Again, I'm just throwing all these ideas out there because now, obviously, I have to really be serious about thinking about YouTube being monetized and stuff. It's not going to change the content drastically, but every so often, I need to change it up, do something new, or add different elements to it that surround motorsport and aviation and the stuff that I do. And I've not done anything on Circuit Superstars in a while. I've not done anything on Wreckfest in a while either, and I regret that because the Wreckfest videos were good fun to record and edit. We've just hit an hour in the race. We're an hour in, so thank you everyone that's joined me so far. Hope you stick with me to the end of the race, and well, that was a big off. That was a very big off. Wow. Yeah, doing good, thank you, mate. Doing very good indeed. Wreckfest is a good laugh. We had about, I think, 5 or 6 of us on a while ago to play that. Maybe ought to organise like a community night for it. I say community like I'm in charge of thousands of people. I'm not. But you know what I mean. We'll get some people together and play that. These tyres are, well, not that destroyed, but they are not fantastic. May as well be made of rock. Wow. So this is one of the longer endurance races. Some of them are about an hour, some of them are an hour and a quarter, hour and 20 minutes-ish. And I think there's 3 or 4 of them that are about 2 hours long, so we need to pay attention to that when planning when they're going to be. Some of the shorter endurance races, I'm going to start the stream a little bit later in the night, for example. And it's time to pit. Lovely unbranded drink. Yeah, man, we'll sort it out. We'll go through it all. Just going to check my phone. My mate James Underhill, now that I've become a YouTube partner, is telling me to buy him a Lamborghini. Oh, that was me driving that then when it said go. Believe it or not. Right then. Pit stop number 4 completed. Let's go chase some lap times, shall we? Let's see if we can beat that 1:49.697. Obviously on the next lap. Because sometimes, like I say, sometimes it wants to brake there and other times it really doesn't. Doesn't like it at all at certain points. Squeeze through there, thank you. Oh, my bad. Whee! Yeah, I reckon on this next lap we could definitely beat that 149.6 if I get serious. Then again, it's basically a 49.7 in it because it's 6.97. It's only 3 thousandths off being a 149.7. Alright, let's get a good exit out of here because that's going to be important for the lap. Nice. And then, of course, good exit out of here. Nice, right, let's go. Fast lap time. The speed of that. Jesus Christ. Wasn't an ideal entry into turn one. I think a lot of it is going to be about keeping the momentum up and sliding the car. It may ruin the rear tyres a bit, but we've got a lead to burn, to be honest with you, so we should be alright. Get off the grass. No, I don't want to get a fast time by doing that and cutting a bit of the circuit. Or maybe a bit of a short shift. Just change it down to second to help it rotate and accelerate. Feels a bit scrappy this for this so-called fast lap. Really concentrating though. My thumbs are dancing around on this controller. I use an Xbox One Elite controller, by the way. Very good bit of kit. Quite expensive when you consider how much money you pay for a controller, because they're about 160 quid, but it's very beefy and very sturdy considering how much I use it. It's never let me down. Oh, that was poor. Thought maybe a short shift just to get rid of the wheel spin might be our best friend, but didn't work that way. Felt like a quick lap though. Let's see. Oh yeah, battered it. Look at that, 148.6. Nice. Fastest lap. And we're not going to go chasing it again, are we, with entrances like that? Although we kept the speed up. Jesus. Oi oi, it's Leanne. Hey up, mate, how are you doing? Not spoken to you in ages. Hope you're well. It's funny actually that you've popped up, Leanne, because I was literally just about to do a post on Twitter earlier joking about the fact that when I looked in my analytics and it tells you about your audience on YouTube and who watches, 100%, and not even like 0.3% of my audience was female, it was 100% was male. And I was like doing it for the boys. But there you go, you've broken the balance now, Leanne. Good to see you anyway. Look at the drift, look at the drift. Ah! It's weird, sometimes it wants to slide and other times it doesn't. There's a car up ahead, is that the Venturi? Actually, we've probably gone past it while it was in the pits, to be fair, haven't we? Oh no, it is the Venturi. My mind is obviously not very good at working out the logistics of this. That's painful wheel spin. So when will we next be pitting? Lap 40. Both of us had a nightmare into there then. Then again, we're nearly at 2/3 race distance. I was saying a minute ago about this part of the race dragging a bit, but it's certainly not. Is that what Ben's doing now? KZ's? Jesus. Yeah, that'd be a right laugh. It'd be good to see Ben again as well. And you and the family as well, of course. Hope everyone's doing alright. The legend that is your dad. I miss him. He used to make me absolutely howl at race meetings, he did. I saw Andy actually not long ago, Andy Rogerson and Charlie Budd. I saw him at Brands Hatch when Charlie was racing in Legends. And I saw Andy at Pembury earlier in the year as well. Oh, and Charlie, obviously. Yeah, I saw them both there. Actually, was Pembury this year? I don't think Pembury was this year. Oh, God, yeah, you've got to have a Chinese. Yeah, that night with Dave Baker in that Chinese when we... Basically, we went out, a racing driver friend of mine, Ben, Leanne is Ben's sister, and I used to do Ben's social media at his race meetings when he was racing in Mini Challenge JCW. And a few of our sim racing friends came with us to go out for a Chinese, as is tradition for the team on a race weekend. And we ordered this extra bowl of rice for Dave as an extra portion, and it came out and it was like a cauldron of rice. There was so much of it. And Ben was just winding Dave up the whole time, asking him why he'd ordered so much rice, and said he was being selfish and like, why would he not want to share it and all this. And it just, I don't think it really wound Dave up seriously, but he was having a good laugh with it. And yeah, it was just, the whole thing was absolutely hilarious. It was one of them you've got to be there moments, obviously, but still, good times were had. It's crazy now, even just how much things have changed between then and now. Oh, God. Come on. No, wrong button, Chaz. Just behave, you little... Oh, God, this car. Who would have thought a car in a game as old as this, in a game as old and simple as this, would have such an emotional impact? I love it. I love this Griffith. We've absolutely roasted those rears, though, doing that. And you're right, Riley. That was a certified lads moment. 100% male viewership on YouTube. Most of which are between their mid-20s and 30s as well. Basically describes me. There's the Viper. I think the Viper might be in last place, you know. I think it might destroy its tyres that much with its huge engine up front and the amount of power at the back. Good old days indeed, mate. There goes the Viper. There's the Viper. Oh, you sod. There we go. Ah! Bit of oversteer. Oversteer? No, it was not oversteer, Chaz. That was quite the opposite. Andy's racing Legends, is he? Oh, that'll be cool. I love Andy, and he's a good peddler as well, isn't he? Even though he loves being on the spanners. You came into the game early, Riley. What do you mean, mate? And hey, Daniel, how you doing? Like, no video, top. What do you mean, buddy? I don't get it. Sorry. Oh. Oh, wow. Yeah. Yeah, fair enough, Riley. Fair enough, mate. I was 30 in September, so I'm nearly double your age. Oh, that scares me. Flipping heck. I can't remember who I was talking to about this the other day, actually. One of my mates was saying that he's like 22, and I thought, oh, I'm only about 4 years older than him. It's not the case at all. I'm 8 years older than him. Go. Right then. That was not an ideal scenario. However, we don't really need to worry about losing time because, well, we're flying, aren't we? We're miles ahead. All right, settle. Chill, sit. I think after this, the Griffith is going to be retired and put in a museum. Love this car. I love a TVR Griffith. I think it's one of the most beautiful cars ever made. The front of it especially is so pretty. Everything on it is so smooth. I saw one earlier in the year when I was doing Carfest. A guy rocked up in one and I just stood talking to him about it for hours and hours. I was saying over the commentary that I was gutted that there was no Griffiths going out on track, actually. You went out with your 18-year-old cousin, that was weird enough, but you were drinking with him and ended up being his wingman. My guy. Love it, Craig. Yeah, Daniel, if you're still there, buddy, what did you mean by, like, no video top? I don't get what you mean, sorry, mate. It might have been me just misunderstanding the context, sorry. Well, thank you for jumping in. Love that double dash. I've totally let myself get distracted by that. That's the old age creeping in. That is the old age creeping in. It is Andrew, isn't it, that's doing that now, or is it you, Howard? Which one of you is it? Just tried an old demo of Airport Tycoon 3, it's horrible. Yeah, it's all... The thing is, I'm only really interested in the planes. I don't want to listen to customers complaining that the queue wait times are long in the terminal. I can't be bothered with that. And that's what put me off the game that I got on my phone. I think it's called Skyways or something. I did get a little airport game called Skyhaven, and that's actually quite nice. I might maybe do a bit of a playthrough on that because there's a lot of elements to that game. You start in like the old propeller age in like the 1930s and 40s, and you build a little airport, and it's really cute. Could potentially do a playthrough of that. I never thought that any sort of aviation content would be a good outreach for, you know, views and numbers and so on. And to be honest with you, I should have known, because a while ago when I started collecting my die-cast aircraft and really getting back into commercial airliners and stuff, because I've always been sort of into it, but when I really got into it again this year, I posted a picture of Concorde in the hangar at Manchester Airport because I was going to be going to the Aviation Society Aviation Memorabilia Fair, and it was really good. And I think it was obviously... It's not a picture of me travelling around Europe, doing my job and loving life in the sun in Italy, commentating with Renault. You know, it's nothing like that. In my eyes, it's nothing as glamorous, but you put the hashtag AvGeek onto something, it got like over 120 likes, and none of my stuff ever gets over 20. It was mad. So, maybe aviation stuff to mix in with the motorsport and car stuff is the best way to go. Because I know a lot of the best YouTube channels, you know, they have a variation in the content they have, you know, they don't just stick to one specific game that they play all the time. 2/3 race distance, hour and 17.5 minutes. Fair play, Andrew. Sorry, pit exit. That's a pit exit and a half, innit, to scare the opponents. Now, it's good to see you, though, Andrew, mate. I was meant to ask earlier which one of you it was. I've not spoken to Howard in ages. Am I going to run Daytona? I can't definitely confirm, but for an odd reason that I can't explain at the moment, maybe. You mean the Daytona 24 Hours on iRacing that's in like 3 weeks? And I didn't realise how close it was. Maybe. I might not even be going to Autosport, you know, which I'm gutted about because, I mean, Autosport's like one of my favourite things in the world. And I really want to help do some networking there and meet people, but I just can't afford the tickets. I'm on my arse at the minute. I'm not choosing to play the same song on repeat, but for some reason the game is just playing the same song. It's always done it. It's not had like any playlist set on it or anything. Don't know if it's something in my settings that I can change, but it just seems to. The song changes per race, but it only plays one song. Ah! You're absolutely right, Andrew. You are absolutely right, mate. I was watching the Big Fat Quiz of the Year, and everyone was watching Big Jet TV. Absolutely everyone was watching him. There was like a part of the quiz was about him. No, the song's in the game, Jakob. That's why I'm not worried about it getting like copyright struck or anything, because it's part of the game's license, isn't it? Yeah, I know what you mean, mate. I think I'm 2400 iRating, and I've not done an official race on iRacing since the 2020 Bathurst 12 Hours, where I think we started like 27th, fell to the back after a stupid start with a crash, and I think we finished 6th. It was an epic race. The Autosport International Show. It's basically the big event at the start of the year at the NEC where loads of motorsport categories in the UK announce drivers and teams and stuff, and you get cars and motorsports of all kinds there. It's absolutely epic. And it's 5 days this year. It's Thursday. No. Sorry, not Thursday. It's all from Wednesday, I think. It's 4 days. It starts on the Thursday, not the Wednesday. There's like trade days, Thursday and Friday, for people that are buying and selling and trading and whatever, and then media. And then the public open days are Saturday and Sunday. Now, I always try and go on the trade days because that's where, you know, everybody is. That's important to my world and career aspects. Everyone's there for one thing and one thing only, and that is to mingle and see what's going on. I'm going to be gutted if I don't go, to be honest. I think I might just have to suck it up and buy tickets. That's good, Jakob. Fair play, mate. It's nice when you don't get the LMPs in your split, to be honest with you. I remember when, I think it was the first time I ever did the Daytona 24 Hours, we had absolutely none of the Daytona prototypes in our split. It was just GT3s. I don't even think we had any GTEs. Back when they used to have the prototypes, GTEs and GT3s. And it was just lovely. We could just crack on and do whatever we wanted. You know, everyone that you were racing was on a similar pace. So you didn't have to worry about traffic steaming up behind you. You just every so often had to think about whether it was someone in a more important position than you. Yeah, I'd say do it, Riley. It's a dead good event. Anthony Gray, good to see you, mate. Hope you're well. Not seen you in a while. Seen your comments and likes occasionally, buddy. Thank you very much for the support. Yeah, the engineering show is mega at Autosport, isn't it? Some of the bits that you can see is just, I love it. I love the technical side of things. I don't know that much about it, but I just love learning about it, you know, and seeing what's what, how it all works, and the different elements that go into motorsport. I like things like the helmet painters and the people that design liveries and stuff. I think I mistakenly called it arts and crafts one year. Somebody ridiculed me for it because it's not arts and crafts at all. It's a full profession. still. Yeah, I see what you mean, actually, Andrew. There are definitely pros and cons to it, aren't there? Wow. I was going to say, Jakob, surely they didn't do an equal split. There's a lad, Ian Plash, RAR Chevette on YouTube. He does the entire race on his own for charity each year. I don't know if he still does it anymore. I've not seen him on YouTube in ages. But I know that he used to do the whole 24 hours on his own, and obviously his pit stops would be like 10-minute breaks where he'd walk around, have a stretch, and have some food and whatever. He had like prepared meals, and every so often when he's on the back straight, he'd pop one in the microwave so it was ready for when he pitted. What a lad. Oh, hi, Anthony. Grand Valley is a corker of a circuit. However, I always thought it looks like a sort of like clay model head with a very big chin and jawline attached to the back end of a dog with a very stick-thin leg. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Let me explain. Look. Oh, I can't bring my mouse up. Never mind, you're going to have to just imagine it. Yeah, I'm not sure if students could get the tickets, actually, Riley. It's a good point. You might be able to. I don't know if you can get in on the trade days yet. It might have to be media or something, but because I've got a company, I can apply for it, basically. Might be a bit late to be official media now. I'll still have to pay for the tickets, but I don't mind. It's a good networking opportunity. I said, actually, 3 years ago when I last went to Autosport. God, that's how long it's been. 3 years. I said that I'd get business cards for next time I went. That was 3 years ago. Guess who's not got business cards? I've got stickers, though. Got Chaz Draycott Media stickers, which I stuck on a load of the, what would you call it, the rigging and all of the girders and framework at the FIA Motorsport Games. I left my mark. Let's get past this Porsche, or RUF, rough. Oh, way up. I was expecting to just kick its head in and it'd go. So lap 48 and 56 we're going to pit on. Excuse me. Sorry. Oh, I'm glad you agree, Anthony. Like, yeah, the left-hand side of the map, it looks like a guy's face with like a big chin, and then the right-hand part of it is the back end of a dog. Especially when it's that way up as well. Yeah, that's the thing, Andrew, isn't it? It's such a valuable event for so many people. Oh God, it's difficult as a commentator because people can't on the spot there and then say, yeah, commentate on our stuff. But it's a great way of getting on people's radar. Because the thing with commentators is, especially if you're trying to meet commentators that are a little bit higher up in the food chain that could maybe help out with your career, because they're always all dotted all over Europe and all over the world at different race meetings, and like if I'm at a race meeting, it's very unlikely that another commentator is going to be there unless they're working. And often you're never at the same weekend as another commentator. So Autosport is the perfect place to go and see other commentators and people in the same sort of, I don't know, the same little corner of the industry. Also, I didn't post about it. I forgot to post about it, but I was in Motorsport UK. Oh God, I was in the Motorsport UK magazine with David Addison and Anthony Jordan last month. No, not last month. November. We were in the November episode. We got interviewed about our commentary and, you know, the details behind it and how we make it work and so on. And yeah, featured in Motorsport UK's Revolution magazine. It's fantastic. I keep meaning to print it out, actually, because it's a digital PDF. I keep meaning to print it out and get it framed, because I'm really proud of that. Been doing what we call real-world commentary for just 2 years now. Well, 3 actually. I started at the end of 2020. I've done it for 2 full seasons now, 21 and 22. And I'm in Motorsport UK's magazine. It's, yeah, pretty amazing. I'm really chuffed. However, I must admit, going into this year, I'm a bit scared at the minute. I've got no clue what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be doing the European Truck Racing Championship again, I can tell you that. But other than that, nothing so far. Absolutely nothing. But then again, I didn't know about a lot of gigs until the end of February, early March last year, so I'm not too worried. It's just, yeah, there will always be that slight fear at this time of the year. As there will be with a lot of people, I'm sure. Yeah, definitely try it, Riley. Definitely give it a go. Mr. Werrell. Mr. Werrell, what a guy. Here he is. Batter that limiter. Will I carry this through to GT3? It's tough to say at this moment, Anthony. I was saying before, I've only ever played Gran Turismo 1 and 3 a lot. I only played Gran Turismo 2 a little bit when I was younger. And I've only played a bit of Gran Turismo Sport in like the last 2 years. And that was on a friend's PS4 that I was borrowing for a little bit. So I was thinking maybe go to Gran Turismo 4, but it all depends on whether emulators can run the game well enough and other elements as well, because there's certain games that you would think were very easy for an emulator to run, especially on a PC. But it's just because of the encoding differences and how the 2 different platforms work, sometimes it's not that straightforward. I had loads of problems with TVR Race Driver, and it was playing at like 5 FPS all the time, and then all of a sudden would like jump up to like 120, but the cars would travel at speeds that reflected that as well. Because that's a game that I really wanted to do a career on, is TVR Race Driver. Craig did it, and I loved watching it, and I wanted to give it my own go. Whoop. Yeah, TVR is... It's not that it's hard to run, it's just weird, like... Because you can get 120 FPS when there's no other cars in shot. That's what I figured out. It's like, when I was on my own on track, it was like 60 FPS, 50 FPS I think the game was in, everywhere. And then as soon as you put other cars in, you get like 5 FPS. It's weird. Oh, we're going straight on. It's very hard to be consistent on Gran Turismo 1 and 2. TVR 3, yeah. Flipping out, yeah. TVR Race Driver 3. What a game that was. Again, a game that I knew was very good and I played a little bit of. I've not played much of. That's definitely one we could visit, if my PC runs it. Well, it's whether the emulator runs it. My PC will run most things. So we're on lap 48 out of 60. We have 12 laps to go here at Grand Valley. I can't believe we're still going, to be honest with you. I thought I'd get bored and give up, but thank you everyone that has been in chat so far. You've kept me going, and it's been good to chat away with you as well. Certainly makes it more interesting than just an episode where it's me on my own with nothing to say. So thank you for that. And if you are watching this back on repeat as well, I say that like I'm managing the TV channel Dave. Hello. If you are watching this back, hello. Hope you're enjoying it, wherever you may be, whatever you may be doing while watching. No, not that. Oh, actually felt like there was grip there for a second. So we're going to come in for our penultimate pit stop this time round. We're just catching up to a car in front as well, which is a bit of a shame. We're not going to lap anybody. We haven't seen many cars this stint. Excuse me. Into the pits we go. Lovely. Oh man, my back is killing. Oh god. Flipping Nora. I do have the lights on blue on this side, by the way, so it's like the Gran Turismo logo, but because the camera is in this smaller box, you can't quite see them, if I'm honest with you. It's just the way it gets cropped. Right, my thumb is... my thumb's got like an almost permanent indent in it now from pressing A and X. Essentially X and square, as it would have been on a PlayStation. One more pit stop to go then, in the Grand Valley 300 kilometres. Oh, well, that's not ideal, is it? There we go. Gradually sorted that wheel spin out. There's another car for us to overtake, just around the corner. It's a shame that these endurance races aren't done in race cars, isn't it? Kind of like the event generator that I've shown on the playthrough of this game so far. It's a shame that they don't put you up against race cars. It's one of the 2 Porsches ahead, I believe, or the RUFs, I should say. Unless it's the TVR Cerberus. So, someone confirm this for me. The Cerberus is the hard top, the Chimera is the soft top, isn't it? Because I always wondered what the difference was. One's convertible, one's coupe. Whatever this is struggling with its tyres, because you can see the slide they got on through the left-hander. Have that. Bye. Wow. Left it for dead. I don't think we've done a top speed test in this car, have we? Not quite sure what the top speed of it'll be. It'll be a lot. It could probably just about crack 200 maybe. It's got the waft to do it. It's got over 500 horsepower, this Griffith. Oh. Get round. 10 laps to go, everybody. Lap 50 out of 60 here at Grand Valley. It's a lot of laps. This is so good, this car. It's funny actually, I can watch that screen over there on my left, where the stream is, and I can drive the car from there. Maybe not as well. Whoops. Shorty shift. Well, if everything's still going well by the time we get onto the final pit stop, we are going to have a very fun last couple of laps. There's the indent in my thumb. You can see it. I've got a circle in my thumb. Genuinely got a circle in my thumb from where I've been holding A and X. Oh, you're right there. You're right up there. Cerberus had a bigger engine, longer wheelbase than the Chimera as well as... Ah, okay. Yes, it was the platform for the Speed 12, wasn't it? Speed 12 was like, for some reason, there's like a couple of different versions of the Speed 12. I said this in the episode where we drove it. Some of them were like really short wheelbase and like bubbly and chunky, but then the one I always remember that actually existed was the really long Cerberus, basically, with slightly different front end and that god-awful massive rear bumper that hung out. It turns out both of them existed, but I'd just never seen one of the short chunky ones with the rear wing, and that's the one that's in this game. and it is bonkers fast. I do also think it's a shame that this race has a horsepower limit of 690 horsepower, but none of the cars in the race are anywhere near that. I think it should be a bit more of a challenge, to be honest. Maybe it is just to make it easier for those that can't pedal it as well. I mean, I'm not the best pedaler on Gran Turismo by any stretch. But just in case you're not as good in the twisty stuff, you know, it gives you that extra headway to have a lot more power. Okay. That previous lap wasn't so bad, a 150.6, 151.0 this time round. Get round. I don't think the Cerebro was 4 seats. I don't quite think it was big enough for that. If it was, then fair play. I don't think it had 4 seats. Oh. Still can't get over the acceleration of this car, man. It's just amazing. Maybe it's a little bit too amazing. Couple more laps and we've got our final pit stop of the race. Nearly 1 hour and 40 minutes in. 8 laps to go after this one. It's a bit of a shame that the Venturi wasn't as much of a challenge and that it wasn't as intense when it came to pit stops. But for future ones, I'll make sure that, you know, I'll do maybe a bit of a test stint before we do the full shebang. And I'll make sure that the car I'm in isn't completely OP and doesn't just disappear up the road. Just to keep it interesting. Yeah, I love a Cerebro. They're just mad. Absolutely mad. I just prefer a Griffith. I prefer a Griffith and a Sagaris. I think if I won the lottery, one of them, I'd buy either of them, to be honest with you. I'd probably buy the Sagaris. It's a little bit more of a head turner. Yeah, TVRs are fantastic. Trevor's. Just amazing cars. I mean, the list of weird things about the Sagaris is fantastic. It had a curved glass rear wing. The exhausts came out the back sideways. It had no rear bumper or front bumper. It had an asymmetrical roof. It had no door handles. It also had like little vents in the bonnet that had to get filled in because they were flicking stones at the windscreen. It's just mint. Hello. Mental cars they were. Love a Sagaris. And they always came in bonkers colours as well. Like two-tone, not even two-tone, like iridescent and pearlescent colours. Got a try in there. Love it. The graphics look alright actually when it's on the road. When it's scaled down a little bit. You know, when I've made the window a bit smaller up there. Doesn't look too shabby. Yeah, the T350 is really cool. T350 was like, I think someone called it a TVR Sagaris with the edges sanded off. T350s are ace. Hey up, lively. So, pit stop soon, and then job is done really. once we got past like 30 laps, it did really start to speed up again. It was that sort of stint between 20 and 30 laps that dragged a little bit, where we knew that we were running away with it. Yeah, the grip's going now. Go up. Oh God. Three cars all together at the start of the lap. All bunched up. It's a shame we're not going to be involved in that. By the time we catch up to that, it's all going to be very spread out. That's if we ever do. Pit stops will sort that out before then. Actually, I think what we should do, rather than pitting again, let's just take these tyres to the absolute limit of what they'll do. What do you reckon? Should we do that? Because I was going to say, we'll get some new tyres and drift around like mad for the last few laps, but if I'm honest with you, it's going to be a lot easier to drift if we have absolutely clapped out, destroyed tyres. And we almost double stint them. There's the Cerberus, which is clearly on clapped out tyres as well, going off the road. But yeah, what do you reckon? Should we destroy the tyres and then drag it to the end? Just to see how bad it is. Clap them. Yeah. We're going to absolutely round the edges off. With some... This can be like our mini tribute to Ken Block, bless him. Such a massive loss, man. Let's do some drifting for Ken, yeah? Love it. Oh yeah, that was nice. Oh God, I didn't mean to grab first. Yes. Alright, let's get on with it, shall we, and destroy these tyres all the way to the end. I've enjoyed this. It's been nice live streaming it to YouTube, because normally whenever I do a stream, it is on Twitch, but I know I've got a bigger following on YouTube than I have on Twitch. I think I've only got 250 Twitch followers. So I appreciate you all being here. Thank you to those of you that have. And those of you that have subscribed as well. This is where we can do big damage to these tyres. In. There we go. Oh, sorry. Why don't I just think to just drop it down into first and just plant my foot on my thumb? Oh, I've done it again. Whoops. Still going. They're getting orange now. Poor second gear. It's going to be boiling. Because it's so fast, it's actually really quite hard to hold such a long drift. That might do a bit. Yeah, that last sector's definitely... Yeah, that's done some harm. Oh, it pointed perfectly straight then. I didn't need to touch anything. Now we do need to take it more carefully then into places like this now. Sean Gardner, good to see you, mate. How are you doing? Yeah, the rears are decimated. That's a good shout, actually, Anthony. It just depends on how long it takes to record, because if I'm honest with you, that Hornet video I did where I did like an air display with my GoPro on my head and stuff, adding the GoPro element really did take a long time to edit, but since then I've worked on a number of editing techniques that help speed up processes and stuff, so yeah, I could definitely do some DCS stuff again. I've not really had much time to sort of think about a big strategy of games I want to do and maybe playlists and events and things like that, but I do definitely want to change it up but still keep to a car and aircraft theme. Oh, hello. Good lord. Oh no, the rears. Oh no. Oh no. Oh god. Oh. Oh no, the poor rear tyres. Oh, they're absolutely destroyed. But yes, the short answer, Anthony, maybe, yes. Maybe yes. Yes, maybe no. I'll definitely consider doing some DCS stuff, because I love flying the Hornet. Love doing bombing runs in the Hornet and air displays and all sorts, because it's such a manoeuvrable aircraft. I can start it up from a completely cold start now as well, with all buttons and all sorts. Don't change down to third that soon, Chaz. Oh. Oh, I was hoping the back end would kick out then, but it didn't. That was an interesting time for the music to go quiet, wasn't it? It's almost like the song was anticipating me destroying these rears. We're definitely losing lap time though, because look, we did a 2:13 and a 2:08 last time. I know we've had spins and stuff as well, but still. God. Yeah, this is a stark reminder that it's no joke when these tyres go off. If you were trying to be as quick as you could in a race on these. Yeah, I had an alright Christmas, thank you, and it was an interesting one. Beth got COVID, bless her, and then on Boxing Day she fell down the stairs and hit her head pretty bad. So we had an unusual Christmas because we were sort of limited in where we could go and what we could do thanks to COVID, and then obviously Beth wasn't feeling up to a number of things because of hitting her head, and she did her knees in and her right leg and her wrist, and yeah, she's still not in a good way now, bless her. She had to have her wisdom tooth out yesterday and it's completely written her off, poor thing. So at the moment we're taking care of Beth as best we can, but other than that though, in terms of, you know, seeing the family and stuff and having a laugh and going to festivities, we had a very good Christmas, thank you. Harry was really happy, me 8-year-old now, unreal. He had a good time. What about you, though, Ant? Did you and the family have a good one? Hope you as well, Sean. And everyone else that's watching, hope you've all had a great Christmas and New Year. And what was that I saw about a Moser R9, Sean? Bear with me. Oh, yeah, the Moser stuff is fantastic. I've still got that Moser R16, but unfortunately it needs to go back to Abruzzi. Because I've not got a proper mount to put it on my new rig. So I'm sorting out gradually some bits to get my rig up and running. I need a seat for it. I've got my GT Omega rig right behind me here, but I'm only using it when I really want to do a race or an event. Whoa. I know, poor Beth. Yes, that was a mint drift. Whoa, we're still going. Okay, everyone, one more lap. One more lap of Grand Valley in absolutely intolerable tyres. Can't see what car it is behind us. Let's go, one more lap, let's do it, come on. Good stuff, Ant. Good stuff, mate. I'm not doing it in reverse, Craig, no. I'm not that good. Ah! God, this is so terrible on these tyres. The poor rev limiter on this car. The poor engine. Oh, it's the Cerberus. Hello, TVR friend. Come to play. Wow, look how easy it breaks away even in third now. Oh God, the rears have got nothing. It's like there's no tyres. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's honestly... To be honest, it probably would be quicker to go in reverse, because then the tyres that are at the back would have more grip, but there is nothing, look. It's wheel spinning in third. Look at that! Oh my Christ. Wow, it really does go off a cliff though when they go red. Well, that shows us how careful we need to be in future. Flipping heck. Just for you. Ah! Ah! Smooth throttle application. Are you taking the... It's on. It's either on or off. That's horrible to do that bit in reverse. Never make me do that ever again. Right, go. That better not be the Venturi. 65 mile an hour in reverse. Beth's car doesn't even do 65. This is the elegant finish, is it? Come on, we've got to stay ahead, a lap ahead of the Venturi. That wheel spinning in reverse. There's a car coming. No, it's the Venturi. Go. There it is. Oh, lovely J-turn by the AI. Look at that. Haha. We did it. We won the Grand Valley 300 kilometers. Whoa. Look at that. The AI can't handle it. Give up, mate. Wow. Now, do you have to wait until the end? No. No, you don't. Loud. Loud things. But there we go. It is complete. The Grand Valley 300 kilometers in our TVR Griffith. Cracking job. Let's go and get our prize then, shall we? £500,000. God, my thumb definitely, it's got a proper indent in it. Look at that, lap times. Where's our fastest lap? Definitely wasn't. You can tell where the tyres went off, look. There, 2:13, 2:08. Well, actually, to be fair, some of the ones near the end weren't that terrible. No, you can't go. Oh no, you can't go back far enough to see when the fastest lap was. Good menu. Here we go. That's tasty. Oh, and I forgot about the new car. I forgot all about the new car. Let's save the game at this point. This is another thing that I cut out in the videos. Watch how long this takes. I usually sit on my phone at this point and just check who hasn't messaged me, because no one speaks to me. We don't get the lap on the Venture. Ah, I'm not that bothered. As long as we beat it, we're alright. There we go. Now it says championship, but it's clearly not, is it? See what we've won, shall we? I'm so used to doing that and then cut into the menu straight away. That's not going to happen here. I'm not sure if the songs that I played at the start of this stream are going to get me a copyright strike or not, because I played them for the first time tonight on YouTube. I've never used them before. Dan McCauley! Hello, mate. You've literally just joined us as we finished. We've been live for 2 hours and 10 minutes. And now I'm going to do this the horrible way. I'm not going to go up, which then takes us to the very bottom of the menu. I'm going to go all the way down. So you get to listen to this gorgeous noise. Oh, while we're going past. This is the car that we're using for the next endurance race, which is the Nismo 400R preceding model, the hair-receding hairline skyline, as I called it. Absolutely gorgeous. We're going to be using that with, I think that's got mediums on it as well. It's got sports tyres, so we're going to just be using them and seeing what we can get out of that, because I don't want it to be too OP. As you can see, we've not done a massive amount to it. 420 horsepower. I think it'll be quite a nice, even challenge. What is it? What? Okie dokie then. Well, that's cool. Not what I was expecting at all. I didn't think it'd be anything to do with rallying. We've won the actual Impreza race car. 125 grand. To be honest, I don't think it's worth selling for that. That's a mega bit of kit. We'll probably play with that further down the line and see what we can get out of it. I'm over the moon with that, though. We've done it. We've won. Daniele Giudici in the chat as well. Hey, yo, mate. Oh, I didn't realise it was you that said smooth application, throttle application before. Sorry, mate. My bad. Hello. I've not seen the DCS video in Discord yet. No. What's this all about? I'm just going to have a quick... Ooh. There's... What? Chinooks? Chinooks and a Phantom. Oh my god, that's going to be absolutely class. Absolutely class. But yeah, I'm happy with that. Happy with the Impreza. Happy that we got the win. £500,000. The next episode is going to be, well, I'm going to record it right after this, to be honest with you. We're going to then do, I'm going to do 3 run-throughs of the Japanese GT500 Championship. Give us a couple of £1,000,000, so we don't need to keep flying back and forth into it. And I'm going to skip over that quite quickly, to be honest with you. So, yeah, that's going to be it. I'm just going to close the game and everything down, and then we will well, call it that. But thank you, everybody. Honestly, it's been really, really good fun tonight. Hope you've enjoyed the show. It's been good to have you along with us. I'm not sure when the next one of these is going to be, I don't think. I've got it written down on here, actually. We're going to do another one of these on the 16th. God, that chat is tiny on there. You can't even read it. I've just seen it on this screen. This up here. No, that way, Chaz. This. It's very small. You can't read it. The next one is going to be on the 16th of January. We're going to do the Apricot Hill 200 kilometres. Of course, keep an eye on YouTube. There will be more Gran Turismo episodes coming out between now and then. What is this window all about? I don't know what it's doing. I can't find my window. Where's my chat window gone? Where are you all? I can't see the chat window. It's gone. Have I? Oh, no, it's there. Hello. See episode 78. No, this is episode 78. Episode 79 is going to be recorded after this. We're going to do a few run-throughs of the Japanese GT 500 Championship. I'm just going to skip through it and just show you the results and so on. And then we're going to go through a load of the Japanese and East City challenges, basically, the manufacturer challenges. That's going to be all for me, though. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. And I will see you in, let me get the right screen, here, the next episode in a bit.
I think it's dawned on me that you ain't coming back. I've lost my chance to see us find our way back. And in the end, amidst these trying times, I'll always try to find you. I'll lie to you to find the truth that you hold back. So stay with me. You know that I'll follow. I can't breathe. Together we'll fall apart. Stay here right in my arms, and we'll start again. So stay.
Is this not a tune? Good night, everyone.
Calling me to over dramatically talk to me, and it's so funny, you're all I wanted, and I can't talk, want you out of my life, so say none. I'll wait for days if you ain't one, I'll say none. So stay with me, you know that I'll follow. I can't breathe, together we'll fall apart. Stay here right in my arms, and we'll start again. So stay with me. Together we'll fall apart. Together we'll fall apart. Stay here right in my arms, and we'll start again. So stay with me. Together we'll fall apart.